you're looking to turn your garage into a legit driving range, this is the video for you. Today we're unboxing, setting up, and testing the SimSpace Deluxe Practice Net and Mat. We'll break down how easy it is to assemble, what we love, what we don't, and most importantly, is this the net you should buy for your setup? So stick around because you're going to want to see this thing in action. SimSpace hooked us up with 3 big boxes, one for the frame and net, one for the impact screen, and one for the hitting mat. Right out of the box, this thing looks premium. You get a powder-coated steel frame, which is numbered for easy setup, a high-tension mat, side panels to catch stray shots, a target attachment, and a durable hitting mat with built-in T holders. And most importantly, it's Beagle reviewed and approved. He gave this setup 2 paws up. Setup took about 30 minutes, which might sound long, but this net is huge. Assembly was straightforward with a push-button system. It was easy to follow along with the instructions, and here we are starting off by building the base. The base was super quick to put together. We spent most of our build figuring out the top half. To start building upwards, you attach 2 pieces together to form a 7 shape, and then add those to the base on either side of the frame. You build about 3/4 of the way up, and then you separately start assembling the top pieces that hold and support the net. Here we are assembling the top bar. This part has a few more pieces, so make sure to pay attention to the instructions. The net easily slides on. It's a durable, thick material, and we really liked that it had obvious marked corners so you knew when the net was in place on the frame. Pro tip, attaching the top and bottom is definitely a 2-person job, so be ready to tag in some help to get the job done. One detail that we loved about the frame was the foam padding to reduce bounce back. It's a small but game-changing feature that we haven't seen on other nets we've tested out. And here's the net fully assembled. Immediate impressions were that we really liked the size. It's an 8x8 net, and you can make this thing even more immersive by attaching an impact screen. After some rigorous testing, we have our pros and cons to share. Pros. First off, this thing is huge. You're not losing any shots with this setup. The high tension netting does exactly what you want. It absorbs impact without any bounce back. And the side panels are a lifesaver. No more worrying about those off-the-toe mishits flying into your garage walls. We also had a blast using the target attachment. It gives you some really solid feedback when you hit the bullseye. In terms of the hitting mat, it feels really durable, even after some heavy swings. It stays put, which is huge. There's nothing more annoying than a mat that slides around. Plus, the built-in T holder is a nice touch, and it's adjustable for different setups. And now for our cons. In terms of the net, setup took a little time, but honestly, that's just because it's so big, which ultimately ends up being a pro once it's up. The hitting mat, if we're being picky, the shock absorption could be better, but for the price, it's still a solid option. For $400 with the net only, or $519 with the impact screen, this is a crazy good deal for the quality. If you're setting up an indoor golf space, this should definitely be on your short list. So, if we've convinced you and you want to grab one for yourself, head to our description for the links. Happy swinging!